It's the middle of the night. We're in Mountain Town. It's going to be another busy day, but we got a lot of places to look through things, and it is too dark for me to do much of anything. So I'm going to go ahead and pass some time, drink some water, and then sleep for a little bit. All right, we're starting to see a little bit of light now. Let's see, there's a bed. This should be the front entryway, as I recall. Yes, okay, great. Let's go ahead and leave the house. We've got a few more houses up here to search, as I recall. But really, we want to get down to the farmhouse, because that's where things are likely to start. We're likely to start finding useful things down there. Got wolves over there. The other thing is that it is just plain too dark to really do much of anything. So normally I would travel this point in time, but I'm going to go ahead and try my best to kind of meander the houses while we're waiting for things to brighten up enough to really search effectively. Toaster, okay. We're in the kitchen. Okay, let's see. Starting
Never
here.
would have thought to look here.
A rifle cartridge. Metal pail. Metal lamp. But things are just kind of wrecked in here. There's bed. Let's go ahead and go through the kitchen here.
Is it food or...
By the way, as I'm searching, welcome back to the Long Dark. I hope you're enjoying this kind of mini-series, for lack of a better way to put it. These types of...
this stuff.
Okay, that was a t-shirt, which is not going to do me any good because everything I have is better than that t-shirt. I hope you're enjoying this, The Long Dark here, because this is a game I really enjoy. Now, it's obviously not going to be that exciting to watch most of the time because, I'm sitting here searching through, cabinets and things like that, looking for food, trying to survive each new day. Let's see. Okay. Anything in the sink? Not that I can see. All right.
Hope I can still eat this.
Of course, this is just the second day, effectively, of this. And I want to get down to the farm before I try and make the walk to the... Let's see, does that hoodie work over here? No. Okay, nope. Well, actually, let me see here. Right, not worth it. Before I make the walk to the plane crash site and see if the flare gun is there, that's at least will give me some kind of protection. Take the newsprint.
What have we here?
Some matches, always useful. The thing is, I can't afford to waste even a little bit of time today because you never know when you're going to actually be able to spend some time in the outside because the weather could turn at any point in time. Okay, nothing in the stove. Okay. As it is, it's already snowing, which is usually a bad sign because usually it means it's going to storm later in the day when it's snowing even lightly. Okay, let's see. Take a piece of reclaimed wood. Okay, let's see. Anything exciting in there? Let's see. Nope. Okay, good. Ooh, orange soda, cooking oil. That's a toaster, but that's a cooking pot. Nice. Cooking pots are always useful. I don't remember if I've got a cooking pot, but I think I already do. It makes it a lot easier to pursue various recipes when you have a cooking pot. Even if you don't get into the fancy recipes, just because of the nature of the game, having any kind of pot makes a huge difference. Because you'll be able to cook things like these running river oats I just picked up, for instance. Okay, let's see. Anything in the freezer? No. Okay, let's see. Bathroom. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take the water here as well. That might put me pretty well over my weight limits. Not yet. I'm surprised. Let me go ahead and get a drink here. That's actually kind of a waste because the soda will actually do a lot more than just that, but at least a fair amount more. All right, we've got the downstairs done. Let's go to the upstairs. Understand, I'm probably going to miss things because of how dark it is. Ugh. Socks, though, I will take. Even in poor condition, it's better than no socks at all. It's a scrap metal. Okay, paint's not going to do me a lick of good, but I'll take it. I don't use the paint very often. Okay, and that is this house also. Oof. Also looted. Okay, still cold. Still cold. It's also early in the morning, and I'm pretty sure I've gone through these cars already. And the post office. Is this building open? Nothing in the mailbox. That little house right there is open, though. All right, what's exciting here? Work pants. Work pants. So new jeans, switch them to new work pants. Decent jeans, switch it to new jeans. Okay. All right. Now, sometimes those crates will have things in them, but not reliably, and so I don't really spend a whole lot of time chasing after crates. Let's go ahead and check this car here. Crowbar makes a big difference in the early game. It really does. It lets you search a lot more things that you couldn't search normally. Oop, there's a candy bar on the
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
dashboard. Okay. Every little bit counts. Okay, let's see. Obviously the wrecked houses aren't going to be accessible. Okay, let me see.
Thank goodness.
Odd place for a can of soda, and at these temperatures it would be frozen solid. But you know, I'm going to ignore the occasional, shall we say, impossible thing, and just allow that that that's how things are in this world. Can opener. Yes. Let's see. Okay, I've already got one. Good. Good to have two. That looks like a potato on the left there. A little baked potato never goes awry. Okay. Ooh, another potato. Nothing there.
Excellent. I might have to drop some gear.
Now, these potbelly stoves are nice, but they can only cook one thing on top, which means that you can't really make good use of your fires. At least with two, you've got something decent going on. I think there's something on the floor there. All right, let's see. Aviator cap, worn wool scarf. Yeah, no, that's not going to do me any good. Wool mittens versus fleece mittens. Yeah. No, it's not changing anything up there. Not having light, at least not a reliable source of light, is a real problem at this point, because there are often things that are just not quite visible in these low lights that you would be able to at least stand a chance of finding with a decent amount of light. Now, I don't have if I had a torch, I could bring a torch along for the ride. Book. Not going to grab extra water right now. Pair of sports socks. Let's see. Let's go and wear the decent ones. Let's compare it to these. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and move them both up. No problemo. And that looks like that's this house cleared out.
I need to drop something.
Yes, I am rather overloaded. Now, it's never a bad idea to be close to a car, because you can always jump into the car to avoid like wolves or bears or something. Ooh. Okay, they need some repairs, but they're better. Totally taking those. A little bit of ketchup chips. Really, this is the game that told me that ketchup chips were actually a thing. There was a somebody did one of those "How Canadian are you" type posts where it was like showed pictures of different things. One of them was ketchup chips. Only knew about it from this game. Ooh, another cooking pot. Some cooking oil.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Cooked venison, that'll be good enough to eat. Now, you can go well over the reported weight limit, but you'll move slower. And you can get to the point where you really can't even move.
Too heavy.
Even when he's saying too heavy, I can still move along at a decent movement rate. Okay, let's see. Did I search the oven? Yes, I did. Potato sack. Now I'm starting to breathe heavy, and that's usually a sign that I need to go empty some pockets. So I will finish searching in here. Yeah, I'm definitely moving slower now. Let's go ahead and eat that piece of meat I just found. Foods. Eat this. I don't think I'll be able to eat the whole thing. Maybe. Yes, I did. Okay. And we'll drink some water. Where's my water supply? There's my water supply. Oh, man. I am carrying 6 liters of water. That is a lot of water to be carrying. Okay. Really, more than anything else, I kind of need... Ooh, a fireplace. That's nice. Now, the 6 top stove is actually the ideal one, the best stove in the game. Okay, we're done. Been that way. Been that way. Got that.
Feels like a lot of
But
gear.
a fireplace is perfectly good. There's a burn barrel, which gets you 2 cooking points. That also does a good job. The having to go outside is kind of the worst option. But, I mean, if you have to, you have to.
I think I can use this.
Okay, let's head back to the house. You also can't use these gas cooktops. There's no gas. You have to bring wood in and start a fire that way. And obviously, if you found an electric range, it wouldn't do you like a good at all. Over here, there's really only one more house in this direction that I can search. It's this one right here. But I am so overloaded at this point that I'm not going to stop for it or the vehicle. I will check the mailbox, though. Okay, nothing in the mailbox.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
Yes, you are very heavy. Kind of like me. Okay, come on. The wolves will eventually move into the town proper. And then it becomes a lot more dangerous to be in the town. But until then, no big worry. It won't be that long, though. That's just part of the way it works. All right, we've cleaned out the inventory. Let's go loot that next house. Try and avoid the wolves. Still a bit cold, but it is midday. I'll loot the last house there, then I'll work my way to the south end of town, or north end of... whatever the area to my right is. I don't know exactly which... If the sun's going that way, that would make that west. And that, see, we're in the northern hemisphere. I make that way north. Okay. So I'll head north to look at the, to check out the farmhouse, see if there's some additional things that are useful. Okay, this little house won't take long to search.
This will come in handy.
Okay, surely the work boots they are better. Why are they better? Hold on. They cause more slowdown in walking, though, so I'm not going to use it for now. Let's see.
Hope I can still eat this.
That's still in good condition. There's a can of something right there. Looks like tomato soup. Yep. There's a soda right there, getting kind of sneaky right back there. Now, sometimes you can find additional items if you actually clean up the place. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. Oh, a hacksaw. Is that my first hacksaw? Yes, it is. I will take it.
Thank goodness.
Okay, let's go upstairs. Nice. Sardines. Those things are risky to eat, ironically. Okay, looks like we are clear. Let's bail out of here. All right, now what are we sitting at? 32 kilos? Nah, no problem. There's also an area to the west of town that's got a kind of a corner market, and that's nice to get to.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Well, I hope not. If you drop the gear, then I won't have the gear. Ooh, a toque. A toque, sorry. A toque. Gotta pronounce that properly. How does that compare to my wool scarf? It is slightly better. I will take it. Still like my aviator thing better, though.
This stuff will come in handy.
See, that's boarded up. While the mountain town is one of the better places for finding early loot, it is not very good when it comes to later because there's nowhere to like fish, which means that you're restricted to just being able to hunt your food. Now, there's plenty of rabbits and deer, but if you don't find a pistol or rifle, the deer are going to be hard to put down. Even a hunting bow isn't going to do much good for you. So in all cases, it's kind of like you got to work with what you got.
Leave something behind.
Okay. Ski boots. All right. Let's see. Minus 20% move, but way better cooking skillet. That's the that's done it right there. I can cook anything now. Between the skillet and the pot, it's everything you need.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Kind of surprised. Usually there's more cups of coffee and tea inside those microwaves. There's a sewing kit on the floor right here. I'll absolutely take it. Another potato. Anything else back in this corner? Okay, now I'm starting to breathe funny, so it's probably about time for me to get serious. Oh, that's another cooking pot. I'll take it. I don't need it because I've got plenty back in my house, but I'm going to take it just so it's put someplace intelligent. Oh yeah, we are well overweight now, so let's go finish this up and then we're going to head back to the house. Accelerant.
There's got to be something useful in here.
Thermal underwear. Put that puppy on right now. All right, this house is pretty well stripped.
It's starting to weigh me down.
Yeah, it's doing a lot more than starting to weigh you down. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to stick on this side until I can get close to the house and see what's around the corner. I can run back to this car or to this car right here. But I want to make sure there's no wolves immediately around the area because I am moving slow and I won't be able to hustle through. Okay, no sign of immediate wolves. There's a wolf coming down now. Still midday, and it's actually warm enough that I can stay warm where I'm at right now, but I am getting kind of tired, so I don't necessarily want to go too far afield. That's a big fish to be carrying around. I think I will leave it here for now, but I got to remember to eat it before too long, because inside those things will start to go bad. I'm getting kind of tired. If there's no wolf right here, I'm going to go ahead and head on down. Okay, that wolf is right over there, but not in my way. I'm going to go ahead and head down to the farmhouse, which is risky. But it's about the best weather I'm likely to get. It's middle of the afternoon. I'll probably have to stay the night there. And there's also the possibility that I may need to find a key. I don't remember if that's the case right now. I don't know. There's some possibilities. Now, this old schoolhouse has a story behind it that if you play the main... Yeah, that is a wolf. I don't want to be in the middle of that at all right now. Let's pop into this house. Is there another exit door? I think there is out the back of the kitchen. No, no, no. Oh, I managed to miss the fridge. How'd I miss the fridge? Did I not even search this house?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Take the painkillers. Okay, I did search this house. Okay, yeah, there's only one way out. Hopefully the wolf has moved on by now. One of the problems with following the roads around here is that the wildlife is likely programmed to spend most of its time near the roads, which is what people would be following to make sure they don't get lost if there is a sudden, say, snowstorm kick up. Okay, Okay. Do I have a flare? I don't even have a flare. Okay. Now, do I see any wolves around here? There's a rabbit. Rabbit. Got some... It's deer. Okay, good. Let's quickly take a quick glance through here. There's sometimes tools and things in these things, but not very often. They're usually just some bits of hay and things like that. Oops, hi.
I think I can use
I will
this.
take that. It's going to be even better than that toque I was wearing. Okay. Wind's kicking up, which is a concern. But so far, I'm staying plenty warm. I don't want to scare off the bunnies. There is a truck that I can dive into if there's a wolf that shows up somewhere. I'm kind of a little bit extra nervous. This is kind of risky. Another cooking skillet. And a book. Nice. Now, this early in the game, having carrots and potatoes isn't really much help. I'll have to cook them and cook the potatoes into just baked potatoes, which aren't that valuable. Not that I'm complaining per se, but it's not exactly the best ever, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's check out the tractor here. Anything interesting? Interesting at all? No. No food, no keys. Okay, let's see if there's if it requires a key. That could just be in the yes, it requires a farm key. Dang it. So I really want to be back in the house before this wind kicks up any worse. Alright, I've just hit the number. Okay. No key here. Some crates. Piece of cloth. Farm key, perfect.
What have we here?
Revolver cartridge. Now, having some tool... That's a pry bar. Which, even if it isn't an axe or something like that, it's still useful. let's get into the house. Now, the farmhouse is another great place to create a base in, because you got the workbench just in the barn over there. Plus, this thing's got a big old stove in it, very nice, and there's a lot of just miscellaneous items in here. So let's go ahead and search this place. Ooh, climbing socks.
Some gear.
Okay, let's go ahead and see what we're looking at here. Oh, yes. May be worn, but I'll absolutely be wearing them. Wool long johns. Okay, let's see what we're looking at. Okay, 40, 48, yes. Wear that. A lot of books on the floor here. You can got books for days, really. We're going to go through and we're going to search for useful items.
Could end up being useful.
I would love to pick up all these books, but there's just not really time. You know, it's not really... Another carrot. Cooking pot. I'll go ahead and just outfit this place here real fast here. Place. Boop. Okay.
Hope I can still eat this.
A lot of rifle cartridges, and I've got a few revolver cartridges too. It's just too bad I don't have the rifle or revolver to go with it. 'Cause there's a lot of confidence in having just a little bit of something.
Wonder if the owner's around.
Just a little bit of something that you can carry with you to protect yourself from the wolves. Let me tell you. There's a box of pistol ammo right there.
Use this.
Trunks usually have something good in them, but not apparently this time. Okay, nothing in the rifle rack. Lots of books. Lots of books.
This stuff will come in handy.
Match is always useful. We're at 35 kilos. Have not gotten... I mean, we've gotten some good things. Really, you'd come away with a ton of books if you had the opportunity to just carry it all with you. But, you know, we're getting towards the evening. Let's go ahead and clean this place up a little bit. Much better. And I'm going to take a few minutes to kind of tidy things up here, make it look a little more presentable. And I think unless something happens... Ooh, a pair of boots. What do we got? Trail boots.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Okay, well, we're going to be able to use it for other purposes, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I'm just going to tidy things up a little bit so it doesn't look quite so horrendously bad. All right, I've studied a book for several hours. It's now really just time to go to sleep and call it a night on this video. I hope you enjoyed joining me on The Long Dark for yet another day of making it through as a survivor in this world. You have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next video.